Good evening, everyone. I would like to bring the September 19th, 2018 meeting of the Interboro Board of School Directors to order. Ms. Caldwell, could we have a roll call, please?
Ms. Alonso? Here. Mr. Goldsboro?
Here.
Ms. Verricchio? Here. Ms. Joseph? Here. Ms. Bernauer? Here. Mr. Harris?
Here.
Mr. Evans?
Here.
Mr. Chabon?
Here.
Mr. Phelps?
Here. Mr. Evans, could we have the location and the pledge, please?
Heavenly Father, please hear our prayer, bless all schools, colleges, and especially the Interboro School District, and grant to this board in their deliberations this evening the spirit of wisdom, truth, and knowledge. What is undertaken always be done in charity and in peace, and what we do might be for the benefit of others. All this we ask in your name. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Moving on to number 2, the student reports. Mr. Keenan.
I'm going to start off with the kindergarten. The open house night was a big success. And students and parents met their teachers and were able to tour the building. The children are getting used to the routines of the kindergarten academy.
Glen Olden School had a back-to-school barbecue on Friday, September 14th. This was a chance for families to meet the faculty and staff and for parents to meet their children's classmates. Back-to-school night is on Thursday, September 20th at 6 o'clock.
This is for Norwood School. Norwood students returned to school on Tuesday, September 4th. They got to meet all their new teachers. Everyone had a great day. Norwood held their annual back-to-school night on Tuesday, September 11th. Parents were treated to a presentation by Helcom Behavioral Health. We had a very good outcome.
At Prospect Park School, 6th graders returned to the school early to get their bearings around the middle school and meet their new teachers. New first graders and their families attended the welcoming orientation where staff shared all the good things that happened at Prospect Park. On the first day of school, the PBS team organized a special welcome for all students and families with music and photo props to start the year off with a smile. 2nd through 5th graders then lined the halls to clap in the newest bucks as first graders paraded through the halls to their rooms to begin their 8-year journey at Prospect Park School. Middle school students participated in the new character education program. This month's focus is respect.
All right, this is for Tennecomm School. On August 22nd, a few of our students and some parents joined Mr. Fanning and Mrs. Farmer to get our garden club up and running. The school purchased new garden beds that Mr. Steve put together, and the volunteers helped to load them up with her. We are looking forward to having a healthy day. On September 4th, we welcome back all of our students to start the new 2018-2019 school year. We are looking forward to having you. All the Interboro community is invited to our back-to-school night on Tuesday, September 25th, starting at 5 p.m. Our lobby will be filled with people to give you information about different topics, and our teachers will be happy to answer questions.
For the high school, mentors have been working hard all summer to welcome the freshman class. Orientation was on August 28th. First, the freshmen had a class meeting giving them information on the high school policies and all the clubs and sports that are offered here at Interboro. Then the students were given their schedules and they went to each class and met their teachers. Afterward, there was a pizza lunch. On the first day of school, students of all grades learned where their new classes are and also attended grade-specific assemblies put on by student council, PBS, and guidance. And this concludes our report.
Thank you, Ms. Shenlock. Moving on to number 3, recognition, Ms. Riley.
None for this month, Mr. Phelps.
Moving on to number 4, Mr. Evans, public comment.
Yes, we have Mr. Sergi Dobie.
Today, you have on your agenda September the 17th, 2018. And while it's a typographical error, I think it speaks for me about the things that I brought up with relationship to the airport agreement. But before I get to that, I want to know if you received a letter from Robin Berkheimer that is addressed to dear members of the Interboro School Board of Directors.
Yes, we did receive.
And are you going to read that letter tonight?
Mr. Doby, we're in negotiations with them right now. We cannot comment on that.
I didn't.
So,
Boy, I'll tell you, you don't understand. If someone gives you a letter,
I don't understand a lot of things. You are correct. But
well,
I'm telling you.
did you receive a letter? I'm asking you.
And I'm telling you, I cannot comment on the letter.
Didn't
Yes,
someone, I didn't ask you
did
to
receive
comment
a
on the letter. I asked you if you
but we cannot
received it.
comment on it.
Okay, so this again, the lack of transparency on your part
It's
as a
not
board of
lack of
school directors.
transparency,
And I
sir.
asked my representative,
It's the
Ms.
fact that we're in
Bernauer, to read.
negotiations with them, and we're not allowed to.
Well, I didn't ask you about negotiations. I asked you about a
The
letter.
letter has everything to do with negotiations. of
No,
the
it doesn't.
contract. Yes, it does.
Well, that's in your opinion. So let's move on to what was written in the newspaper, the Daily Times, by Robin Birkenau. And she's talking about the amount of pay that is received for the personnel in this group. And she mentions that $984 is a starting salary and $1089 for special educational instruction assistants, which I think is, I don't know what you're offering them, but what you're doing is, and when I bring this again back to the airport agreement, September the 17th, 1998 is 20 years ago. It is the day that the Tinicum Township Board of School, Tinicum Township Commissioners held their special public meeting regarding the airport agreement named the 1998 agreement. The members, one member from the Interboro School Board was present at that meeting, Charlene Daly. And before, on September the 16th, the Interboro School Board voted on that agreement. And the two representatives from Tinicum Township, James Fenn and Charlene Daly, abstained from the vote. They were not familiar enough with the agreement as they should have been, and so they abstained. But the issue was passed by the board at that time. And so that agreement went into effect. So that brings us up to the current agreement, which was done in 2015. It's called the Four-Party Settlement Agreement. It was approved by the Board of Commissioners, of which only three remain, Mr. Evans, Mr. Phelps, and Mr. Harris. Now, I brought up the issue of the fixed payment, and I asked Ms. Alonso if she would read the document regarding that fixed payment. It's only 3 sentences long. So I asked you if you have read that document with regards to the fixed guaranteed payment.
I have not read the full document. I've gone through a lot of the agreement. I've not read the full.
Okay, so just the fixed payment is 3 sentences long, and it basically says that $1,864,000 is to be distributed by the airport each year by September the 1st. So I asked at the commissioners meeting this past Monday if that money had been received from the airport. They said yes. And whether it had been distributed to the township, to the county and the school district. And they indicated that it had been. So you have received that money, but you only received $600,000. And so the children's education money, again, is being shortchanged to the tune, so far, of more than $2 million because of your refusal as a board to address the issue, which says in this agreement that if there is a dispute, that it's between the township, the school district, and the county. I asked you to raise that dispute. I asked at the meeting in this past Monday with the township commissioners that my representative, Commissioner Dennis Arthur, authorize and introduce a motion. So I'm asking my representative, Ms. Bernauer, during the new business portion, to bring that up in discussion as to the distribution of that money so that it falls in line with, first of all, the 2013 assessment of property, which is what this airport agreement is based on, and the 2013 millage rate for the school district, the township, and the county. And readjust that portion and receive the money, which you are losing at the rate of more than $2,000 every single day. Since you took office in December, you have lost more than $600,000.
Mr. Doby, I hate to rush you.
Well, I just want to say, I would ask you to do that with one question in mind, if you do it, Ms. Bernauer, as to why that fixed payment is equal. How did it become equal? Why is it equal? That's one of the questions you should be asking.
Because that was the agreement, Mr. Doby.
No.
That's why.
I mean, that's not the agreement.
Yes.
That's what the agreement says. That doesn't say how it became equal. You know, it's listed again under tax payments. You receive taxes by way of property taxes. Most of the property listed on item in the exhibit, baseline properties, are property taxes. You tax them at the millage rate. That's what that fixed payment is based on, and that's how you should receive the payments, instead of raising our taxes as you continually do. So that's what I'm asking my representative to introduce for discussion and begin the process to attempt to recover that money from the township and the county.
Thank you, Mr. Doby. Any other public comments, Mr. Evans?
No, sir.
Okay, moving on to number 5.1.
Motion that the following minutes of the regular meeting of the Interboro Board of School Directors held on August 15, 2018 be approved.
Second.
Motion has been moved and seconded. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 9-0. Number 6, solicitors report, Ms. Gillian.
Thank you, Mr. Phelps. This month, our office has been assisting the district in policy review, right-to-know requests, special education consultation, particularly in light of the fact that the new school year has just begun, and in planning of professional development for our staff and administration.
Thank you, Ms. Gillian. Moving on to number 7, Mr. Evans, financial.
Motion 7.1 that the attached treasurer's report for the month ending August 31st, 2018 be approved.
Second.
Motion has been moved and seconded. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 9-0. Next motion, Mr. Evans.
Motion 7.2 that fund disbursements in the amount of $7,614,679.05 be approved.
Second.
Motion has been moved and seconded. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 9-0. Before I move off this first page, I just want everybody to know we are having an executive session after the board meeting for contract negotiations. Okay, number 8, correspondence, Mr. Evans.
There's none.
Ready. Moving on to number 9, committee reports. 9.1, Mr. Chabon.
Thank you, Mr. Phelps. The finance meeting was held Monday, September 10th. Although I was not in attendance due to the birth of my first child, the only item on the agenda was preliminary financial statements, and all board members had an opportunity to ask questions from Mr. High School. That's it. Thanks.
Mr. Chabon. 9.2, Mr. Evans, GBO.
The GBO committee meeting was held on September 10, 2018, convened at 7 p.m. Chairman Jack Evans discussed with board members that were present the upcoming requirements and process for selecting PSBA officers. The Operations Department, more precisely Mr. Galloway, provided information regarding the Safe Drinking Water Act requirement for lead testing in the district's potable water supply, and believes that it will be more efficient to utilize the in-house staff for collecting samples that will then be sent to an independent laboratory for testing. Once results are obtained, the Operations Department will take the necessary steps to mitigate any hazards. Mr. Galloway also spoke about the completion of summer projects and building readiness. A resident had asked that trash cans be placed at entrances to high school property, trees be trimmed, and leaves be picked up. Superintendent Riley provided a registration update to all the board members, and I don't want to risk getting these numbers wrong because as of 9/7/2018, Kindergarten Academy was 231, the high school was 1,083, Norwood School 536, Glen Olden 625, Prospect Park 557, and Tinicum was 323 students. We also had re-registration for grades 1, 6, 9, and 11. Then the GBO meeting was adjourned at 7:41. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Evans. Next on the list, 9.3, legislative update, Ms. Verrecchio.
Yes, thank you. So Legislative Committee met last Wednesday on September 12th, and the Senate is scheduled to reconvene on Monday, September 24th for 9 voting session days before the election. Some of the main topics discussed is one bill that is a priority is Senate Bill 1095, which is Senator McGarrigle's bill that creates alternative multiple pathways for students to earn a high school diploma and ends the use of the Keystone exams as the sole consideration of student proficiency for graduation. Senate Bill 1095, which has wide support across the state, is now waiting for approval in the House. There's an effort right now to get folks to contact their state representatives to ask them to vote yes on Senate Bill 1095. Also, another main topic was school safety. And on August 27th, Auditor General Eugene D. Pasquale hosted a press conference where he discussed the recommendations in the Pennsylvania School Safety Task Force. The task force final report included 32 recommendations. Of those 32, 5 main focus areas are improving communication and information sharing, using training and evidence-based practices, increasing access to mental health services, expanding social, emotional, and mental health curriculum, and strengthening building security. And for more information on legislative updates, you can go to the school board, Interboro School District, under School Board and Legislative Updates. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Verrecchio. Moving on to 9.4, Mr. Goldsboro.
Thank you. Yes, the Delaware County Community College meeting of liaison members is, their first meeting will be October 24th, at which time there'll be a dinner for recognizing school board members also throughout the county. So I don't have any report until after we have that meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Goldsboro. Moving on to 9.5, the Delaware County Intermediate.
The best for last. Here we go. The Delaware County Intermediate Unit Board met on September 5th. Approved was a DCI contract with the following: Chester Charter School for the Arts, Interboro School District to provide development services in the area of autistic and emotional support programming, Wallingford School District careers through culinary arts program. Also approved was a continued agreement with the Upper Darby High School for the DCIU cosmetology instruction to work at the district's cosmetology program. For more news and information, go to dciu.org. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Harris. Also, I'd like to announce Mr. Glenn Goldsboro will be taking a seat on the GBO committee starting this month coming up. Our students can be excused now if they just want to leave. All right, thank you. We appreciate your reports. And moving on to number 10, Mr. Evans.
From the Office of Personnel, motion 10.1 through 10.12, starting on page 2 and ending on page 11.
Second.
That's a hunk of it.
Motions have been moved and seconded. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion's carried 9-0. Next motion, Mr. Evans.
Motion 11.1, with regret that the following retirements be accepted. Barbara Del Raso, bus monitor with 9 years of service to the district, be approved for retirement effective August 21st, 2018. Carolyn Ryan, senior payroll specialist at the admin building with 22 years of service to the district, be approved for retirement effective December 31st, 2018.
Second.
Motions have been moved and seconded. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Myself, I would like to thank both of these employees for their dedicated service to our school district. It does not go unappreciated. That being said, is there any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion's carried 9-0. Next motion, Mr. Evans.
From the Office of Curriculum and Instruction, motion 12.1 to 12.3.
Second.
Motions have been moved and seconded. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion's carried 9-0. Next motion, Mr. Evans.
From the Office of Special Education and Pupil Services, motion 13.1 to 13.13.
Second.
Motions have been moved and seconded. Are there any questions or comments from the board?
Just quick comment, Mr. Phelps.
Yes, Mr. Sherman.
On some of those 13.1 to 13.3, the dollar figures are high. I just want to let the public know that during the budget process, the Pupil Services Department works meticulously with the Finance Department to make sure we allocate the money appropriately. So they are all budgeted for the budget we passed in June. So I just want the public to know.
Any other comments? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion's carried 9-0. Next motion, Mr. Evans.
From the Office of Technology, motion 14.1 to 14.3.
Second.
Motions have been moved and seconded. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries 9-0. Next motion, Mr. Evans.
From the Office of Facilities, motion 15.1, that the board approve William Bierman, Transportation Supervisor, to attend the 2018 Facilities, Transportation, and School Safety Conference from October 25th through 26th, 2018, to be held at the Holiday Inn, Harrisburg, Hershey, Grantville, PA, at a cost not to exceed $530, to be paid from the district funds.
Second.
Motion has been moved and seconded. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries 9-0. Next motion, Mr. Evans.
Motion 16, that the Board of School Directors cast their votes for the following Pennsylvania School Board Association slated candidates as follows. President Eric Wolfgang, Vice President Art Levinowitz, Eastern at Large Maura Burry, Section 8 Advisor Amy Goldman, BSBA Insurance Trust Trustees Richard Frericks, William Lakoff, Nathan Maines. Forum Steering Committee, Board Secretary Brian Pike, Lorraine Rocco, Beth Ann Ziegler, Board Secretary Peter Barr, Denise LaPera, Pupil Transportation Christopher Brown, Randy Williams, and Joanne Yarnell. Pupil Transportation Michael Keel and Jim Pierce.
Second.
Motions have been moved and seconded. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried 9-0. Next motion, Mr. Evans.
Motion 17, that the Board of School Directors approve the independent contractor agreement between Interboro School District and Justice Security Solutions LLC for the 2018-2019 school year for the purpose of risk assessment and training related to active threat response and preparedness at a cost not to exceed $10,000 to be paid from district funds.
Second.
Motion has been moved and seconded. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Myself, I'm glad we're getting in front of the 8 ball on this and moving forward with this as soon as we possibly can. Any other comments? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carries 9-0. Do we have any old business? Any new business? That's right.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Phelps. I would like to welcome everyone back to school, especially our new families. I hope the year has gotten off to a good start. Hopefully, you have been able to attend our back-to-school nights so far this year. We do have a few that are left. Glen Olden is September 20th, Tinicum September 25th, Prospect Park is September 27th, and the high school is September 26th, and I look forward to seeing all of our families, all of our parents in attendance. Sunday, October 14th is the 6th annual Kindness Walk. The walk will begin at Interboro High School at 9 a.m. with check-in starting at 8. We are hoping for another great turnout as we have many activities over at Park Square in Prospect Park. Registration forms will be sent home on Friday and will also be available on the website. On Saturday, September 22nd, the Old Glory Relay will be making its way through Tinicum Township on Route 291 between 7 a.m. and 7:45 a.m. This event is sponsored by Team RWB, an organization that focuses on enhancing the lives of veterans through physical and social activities within their community. This is the 5th year of the event in which a single flag is run from coast to coast, starting on 9/11 and ending on Veterans Day. This year, the run started in Boston, is passing through our area, and is ending in San Diego. Please consider coming out if anyone is available to cheer on the Philadelphia chapter of Team RWB as they participate in this event that honors America and connects veterans. For more information on Team RWB, please visit their website at www.teamrwb.org. I would also just like to thank and welcome Kelly Spina, who is here tonight. She is our new high school assistant principal. We're welcome. Great to have you here. Kellen, I'm sorry, I apologize. Kellen, and we look forward to you starting very soon and welcome you to Interboro. So thank you for being here tonight. That's it, thank you.
Is there any comments from the board? Yes, Mr. Stone.
I just want to commend the facility department and Mr. Galloway on their tremendous work over the summer to get all the buildings in order. I know the board went on their tours. The buildings all look wonderful. The collaborative spaces that were put in all the community schools look amazing. So I can't say enough good things about all the custodial staff and Mr. Galloway for their hard work. So thank you.
Yes. Any other comments? Myself, again, Ms. Spina, I'm sorry I didn't announce you when we made the motion, but welcome to Interboro. You, our staff did not speak highly, so we're looking forward to you joining our team. That being said, on Monday, October 1st, 2018, a Finance Committee meeting with the GBO meeting immediately following will be held at 7 p.m. in the boardroom of the Administration Building. The next work session of the Interboro Board of School Directors will be convened in the boardroom of the Administration Building on Monday, October 15, 2018 at 7 p.m. The next regular monthly public meeting of the Interboro Board of School Directors will be convened in the boardroom of the Administration Building on Wednesday, October 17, 2018 at 7 p.m. The meeting is adjourned, and again, we are having an executive session in 5 minutes. Thank you all.